Hey guys, today we will go through the top 10 highest paying engineering professions of this year. This list is compiled based on the analysis of 10 reports across various industries and countries. Also, I try to include the most promising professions for the future in the list rather than just listing everything. I also want to mention that the salary I will be discussing is the average for an engineer with approximately 10 years of experience. Of course, this is not a fresh graduate, but also not a manager with 30 years of experience. Let's go. Number 10 is a Renewable Energy Engineer with an average salary of $97,000 a year. This is an engineer working with renewable energy sources such as solar energy, wind energy, geothermal, hydro energy, bioenergy, and others. Honestly, I was a bit surprised myself when conducting this analysis that this profession ranks only 10th. I consider it one of the most in-demand professions of the future because it's no secret how renewable energy technologies are developing. Number 9 is Aerospace Engineer with an average salary of $107,000 a year. So this is an engineer dealing with the development of aircraft and spacecraft, aviation technology, and astronautics. I was also surprised here. Initially, I thought I would see some astronomical salaries in hundreds of thousands of dollars, but even the maximum I could find was only around $200,000 per year. I have a hypothesis here that since the aerospace industry is quite secret, people working there tend to hide not only themselves but also their salaries. Number 8 is Biomedical Engineer with an average salary of $115,000 a year. This is an engineer applying engineering principles and design concepts in medicine and biology, organ and tissue engineering. I believe this is an incredibly cool field with a huge potential. The main advantage I see here is that if you don't sit just back and follow what your boss tells you, but actively develop in the biotechnology scientific field, you can develop your own products, equipment or technologies, obtain patents, earn additional income, and perhaps even start your own company and quickly make a fortune. Number 7 is Drilling Supervisor and Drilling Engineer with an average salary of $150,000 a year. Here, of course, I'm talking about engineers and supervisors for drilling oil and gas wells. Incredibly complex and hazardous work with all sorts of risks such as high pressure, falling objects, oil, gas, hydrogen sulfide, harsh working conditions, and usually rotational work. Be honest, nothing attractive, and for such work they should be paid several times more compared to other professions. So we'll write plus in the comments if you agree, and hit the thumbs up button.
Sending hundreds of resumes but not getting any response? Engineer Now is a platform for creating resumes for engineers of all professions. The most crucial aspect of a technical specialist's resume is their professional skills. On the Engineer Now platform, technical skills and competencies for almost all engineering professions have been manually selected, and you can add them to your resume with just one click. In today's world, most companies use AI algorithms to screen resumes, so even the format of your resume matters during the selection process. Engineer Now uses formats tested over the years on hundreds of engineers. Use what truly works.
Number 6 is Computer Hardware Engineers and Software Developers with an average salary of $128,000 a year. Computer hardware engineers design, develop, and test various digital devices, while software developers develop various software. Definitely, these professions are different. They deal with different things, and I'm not combining them. I just decided to put them together since they have approximately the same average salary and they both from an IT. Number 5 is Data Engineer with an average salary of $137,000 a year. So this is an engineer who builds and maintains infrastructure for working with data. Modern and highly demanded profession, the demand for which is growing every year. In any company, there are a huge number of data that need to be processed quickly, right? Number 4 is Cybersecurity Engineer with an average salary of $143,000 a year. Cybersecurity Engineer identifies information security threats and risks of data loss, develops and implements measures to counter threats and everything related to it. So also in-demand profession as the previous one and a similar salary. So more experienced and knowledgeable engineers can earn $200,000 or $300,000 a year or even more. Number 3 is Nuclear Engineer with an average salary of $148,000 a year. So this is an engineer dealing with nuclear nuclear energy or nuclear engineering. So I think it's no secret that such a profession carries many risks and requires a high level of knowledge and competences in physics, mathematics, chemistry, and other sciences. So experienced engineers can earn over $500,000 a year, especially if you work on some secret projects or technologies. Number 2 is artificial intelligence and machine learning engineers with an average salary of $156,000 per year. This is an engineer working with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and neural networks. The year 2023 was a real explosion in everything related to artificial intelligence, and this trend is sure to continue for decades. So if you're interested, hurry up. The skilled specialist can earn over $500,000, and you physically cannot have much experience in this field, right? Because nobody was talking about it just 10 years ago. So which means that having only a few years of experience in this field, you can already be considered a specialist and at least claim a good salary, which will quickly grow. And number 1 is Petroleum Engineer with an average salary of $170,000 a year. Without going into details, this is an engineer involved in the development of oil and gas fields. The main advantage of this profession that I would highlight is the really high salary. At the same time, the main drawbacks are that to earn such a salary, you need a minimum of 10 years of experience and probably even 15 or 20. And also the vague prospects of the oil and gas industry in the long term, like 20 or 30 years and beyond. Of course, guys, it all depends on the country. Petroleum engineer with 30 years of experience may earn $30,000 a year in one country, while in another country, the same petroleum engineer but with 10 years of experience may earn $150,000 or $200,000 a year. Such high salaries are mainly in Australia, the USA, Canada, and some Arab and Asian countries. Write in the comments, guys, what is your salary?
What a twist!
I'm just kidding. Of course, there is no need to write your salary. Write which professions you consider the most promising for the next 10 or 20 years. Maybe I missed something. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There is a lot more interesting stuff ahead. Bye bye.